Peace, whoever out there. Want to welcome you to gye-nyame Journey. We kicking it. Faith, folk tales for grown folks. So we're going to get into the conversation soon enough. We got to run through some news. We'll have a real good time. Call-in number. I have to make sure I'm able to put that up. It's going down tonight. Y'all come on in, don't be shy, not at all. We gonna kick it, it's going down right here on gye-nyame Journey. I'm live on Facebook, I'm live on YouTube, I'm just all the way live. What's up, Tremaine? Oh yeah, that's done, that's some music created by a brother by the name of Mr. Deity. Brother, provided me some tracks a couple of years ago for my podcast. Shouts out to Mr. Deity, wherever you are, my brother. Wherever you are. Man. Alright, so what we gonna do? Because I'm podcasting at the same time, so y'all can hear breaking up and stuff. We just gonna end that. All right. Yo, fam. I want to welcome everybody that's here and those that are not here and those that may be listening in later, right? For some reason, my mic done dropped. My fault. For some reason, my mic done dropped. There it go. All right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, all those people, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube, I don't know. It's hard for me to see the numbers, but I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I apologize for the light, but y'all know I'm black as hell and I love it. So this camera is not designed for all this chocolatiness, right? So now, what we gonna do today? Of course, y'all know today is Kuji Chagalia, and on Kuji Chagalia we get into the folk tales, right? For those that are now listening in on YouTube, this is folk tales for grown folks. And first, I have to let you know this is gye-nyame Journey Radio. I am your host, Brother Haatim, and once again, you are now listening to folk tales for grown folks. Where we strive to blow up, and listen to me, we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Family, it's the old paradigms that's holding us in a position that is not beneficial to us. It's the old paradigms that hold us down and keep us down. So now, I'm challenging you as far as gye-nyame Journey, right? Because this is a movement, man. I'm building. That's all I know how to do. That's all that I can do. I'm a builder, right? I'm a builder. So I have to constantly try to get people to start thinking, right? Now, I want you to think about this. I got this thing called the Nguzo Saba Challenge. And I'm asking all my folks, all my family, all those with melanin in your skin and no melanin in your skin, take the Nguzo Saba Challenge. What is the Nguzo Saba Challenge? The Nguzo Saba Challenge is your opportunity to do your first. Take your time back. What do you mean, Brother Haatim? The days of the week wasn't designed for you. The days of the week wasn't designed by you. I'm saying right now, take the days of the week back. Like for me, today is Kuji Chagalia. It's a day of self-determination. I have decided to start naming my days after the principles that I live. And I challenge you to do the same thing. I practice the Nguza Saba, so I use the Nguza Saba. You might not use the Nguza Saba. What I'm saying is take control of your time in your mind, right? Because if we want to be free, if we want to move to the next level, we got to get control of our minds. Now, so, like for those that are interested, I got the calendar. I post up the PDF each month. We about to come out with a book with it, right? I got on here, not only do I have the Nguza Saba, I got the 7 laws of Ma'at. I got the 7 hermetic laws. I got the 7 colors. I got the day names, right? Because I'm serious about this, man. I'm not playing, because I'm like this. If we want to take it to the next level, we got to get hold of people's minds. But before we get all into Brother Haatim going into his rant, because y'all know, those that know me, you know how I am, I have to let you hear this.
I am a gye-nyame, man. I was born for greatness. My greatness comes from my potent center. Pledge to find it, connect with my center. Pledge to build my spirit, mind, and body.
Man, that's whack. Man, I apologize. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm trying to stream. I don't know what's going on. But it's breaking up. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into the news, then we're going to get into this folktale. I want to send shouts out to Miss Leslie Davis. I see you out there, girl. I see you. I see you. All right, now, but before we start the show, I have to salute my sponsor, and I have to open up a bottle of that ambrosia. I happen to know the guy who makes this. He's a real nice guy most of the time. Right? I like him most of the times, right? So we're going to open this ambrosia. We're going to sip on this while we sit down, look at some of the news that's going on, and then we get into this folktale. Oh, this is a mellow one. Uh-oh. It's a mellow one, y'all. Uh-oh. It ain't come out like last time. All right. Let's see what's going on with it. Okay. All right, let's move it. I can move this out the way. I ain't need that. Every now and then, you don't need this. But now, I want y'all to understand, this stuff is sensitive to the weather, y'all. It's hard for me to brew it right now because we got 1 minute, we at 60, next minute, we at 20. So it's wreaking havoc on my brewing process. But I want y'all to hear, all those out there, I want y'all to hear the sizzling. Those of you on Facebook, I want y'all to hear the sizzling. See the bubbling? Look at that. Look at that. Get your probiotics. Get it inside you, right? It's flu season, right? A lot of y'all are sick, right? This ambrosia will help you. It's a maintenance. It's not a cure. It's a maintenance. I want y'all to understand that. So I don't want nobody trying to cure nothing with this. What I want you to do is I want you to start maintaining your health. So let's take a sip and let's get into the news. Lord have mercy. Jesus wept. My eyes have seen the glory. Lord have mercy. Shiver me timbers. Damn, that ambrosia is good. Oh my God. All right. The news, and then we go into the folktale, because I'm telling you, like and share, because I'm telling you right now, this simple folktale will change your life. Brother Haatim don't lie to you. I'm not playing. I've been doing this for a long time. I have mastered the ability to translate these proverbs and these folk tales into things that can help you in your life, as well as help you see how the world is working. All right. So right now, if you go to the gye-nyame timeline, on gye-nyame Journey timeline on Facebook, facebook.com/gye-nyame Journey, right? There's a meditation, nutrition, fitness. One party school tries to tame all the madness. This is from NPR.org and what they have set up at the University of Vermont. And I want y'all to listen to this. At the University of Vermont, they set up a special program for new college students so that they could come in and they could practice being mindful. They have to take care of their mind and body while they're going through school. They have a dorm that they have built that houses 700 students, and they offer classes of meditation, yoga, violin playing, and stuff like this. Now, the reason I'm telling some of y'all to listen, right, is that a major industry that a lot of us are missing is the industry of mindfulness. There's big business in meditation. Meditation is like a $2 billion business right now. I just heard on the news there's a company that's like coming into northeastern Ohio right now that charge $450 per school for a meditation program. Did y'all hear what I said? They got 950 schools nationwide, paying $450 a piece for them to stream meditation. I don't think y'all heard me. Right? Some of y'all who have perfected the art of doing nothing, that's called Zen. Some of y'all that can sit down and do nothing all day, that shit is called Zen. And they're paying money for people with that type of skill. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Get that money. Right? Write your meditation book. Learn, practice, breathe. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, being black, you done learned how to deal with all types of stress. You need to make sure you teaching people how to deal with stress. Everybody can learn from African Americans how to deal with stress. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we got an industry. Now they on a campus. They got 700 beds in this dorm. They packing the dorm out. Kids is learning yoga, which is nothing but stretching. Mind you, I want y'all to understand that. Yoga is nothing but stretching. That means if you was to get up right now, raise your hands to the ceiling, and bend down and touch your knees and take a couple of breaths, you're doing yoga. So I'm just trying to tell y'all, right? Everybody got to hustle. Everybody got to hustle. You need to get one. Increase your hustle, right? Hustle builds muscle, right? So now we get off of that. All right, for my fellow nerds out there, the next story on the gye-nyame timeline is about Dragon Ball Super. I know a lot of y'all out there, adults, don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but some of you adults that's my age that got into Dragon Ball Z will understand what I'm talking about. Dragon Ball Z is one of the best cartoons in the history of cartoons, right? And it has a lot of lessons about not quitting and making it through struggle that you could translate for your kids. I'm just saying, if you're going to watch TV with your kids, if you're going to have your kids watching TV, you should at least make sure that they're able to get a lesson. And there's a lot of good lessons in Dragon Ball Z. I won't go into it. But now they got Dragon Ball Super. If you like me, you're on episode 82. If you're not like me and you just getting into it, good luck in watching the next 82 episodes. But they just now bringing it in English. Now, I don't speak Japanese. I know how to get the subs. You know what I'm saying? So we just read. I'm reading it every week. I was mad this Sunday because they had the audacity not to broadcast, right? But anyway, Dragon Ball Super, they got a new character called Jiren. This dude is cold. This dude is stronger than Goku. Beyond Goku. And I can't wait to see him fight. See, because this is the lesson with the Saiyans, right? Saiyans, in order to get stronger, they have to get beat. And I love that because all of our kids, we teach them this false narrative that you should never lose. You should never struggle. You should never... No, that's some bullshit, right? The only way that you get better, is that smoke?
Where?
What the hell is that? Oh, is that... I don't know. All right. Look like smoke in the background. All right. Well, anyway, the only way you get better is by going through struggle and sometimes failing. right? And just like the sayings, I try to make sure my kids understand from every failure is an opportunity for you to get stronger and better. But for some reason, we taught our kids, oh, you ain't supposed to lose. You know what I'm saying? We up people who never lost when we lie to our kids like we think that they really never lost. You know what I'm saying? We can't raise our generation like that, right? Our people took one of the biggest losses in history. And we have to be honest about that shit. And we became some of the strongest, smartest, quickest individuals. We are. When they did this cartoon, they might not know it, but subconsciously it was saluting us, right? I'm just saying. That's just me. All right. Next. In the news, Samsung Chromebook Pro and Plus come out. Now I want you to understand the significance of this. Those of you that might not understand the significance of this, right? Let me see what's going on those that might not understand the significance of this. Think about this. I want y'all to think about this, right? Check this out. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? All right? Samsung is bringing out a Chromebook that not only works in Chrome, but it also works the apps on your phone. I don't even think y'all know how this is going to change the game. I don't think y'all really understand how this will change the game, right? All the apps that work on your phone and the apps that work on your computer will all be able to simultaneously inhabit one machine that is portable. Which means, like, for example, on my phone, right? I can't do this on my computer. On my phone, I could cut a video for free. Right? On my computer, I got to buy the software. Now, if I had a station like my keyboard and stuff here, I'd be able to lay my videos out. But right now, I got to use my phone. In a second, you're going to be able to do this yourself. Shouts out to Superman Dame Lee from Real Fake Media. I see you, cousin. Hey, I see you. For those that want to chat when it comes time, 614-556-4535. We're going to break down this folktale. Now, into the news. My man, Boyce Watkins got a video. I got a video online where he talks about how athletes are finding out who the real masters are. He ain't say masters, he said massa. Right? You know, because every now and then they got to check us. And y'all got to get ready for it. The checkings is coming. Right? Because they got to let you know where you belong. And I need y'all to understand this, right? Because tomorrow we're moving into Ujima, right? And I'm going to talk about my subject for the show tomorrow is called Culture Cures. I got this from my big brother Albino Garcia, right, out of New Mexico, right? Culture Cures. And what a perfect topic for Ujima, because it's about collective working responsibility. I want you to understand, right? Because all other cultures are closing their ranks. I want y'all to understand that. They're closing their ranks. When people are talking about populist, and when people are talking about nationalism, you got to understand that people are talking about circling their wagons and closing off the world to everybody but theirs. Donald Trump talking about it. That's what Brexit was about. That's what's going on in France. That's what's going on in the Netherlands. Right now, the whole European Union is at jeopardy right now because people are talking about they need to leave because the European, even though there is no Europe, y'all heard it here first, there is no Europe. It's only West Asia, right? But hey, the West Asian group is slowly breaking up. And that's what everybody is trying to fight against right now. Why? Because everybody's scared that once Europe breaks up, then they're going to start fighting again. Because that's what they do best. History, yeah. And if you think I'm lying, look at history. 2 world wars. They don't just fight. They pull everybody in the shit. You know what I'm saying? They like that loudmouth cousin that all of y'all got. That when you go to the family reunion, they want to fight. And they bringing everybody in. They know all the names. They calling everybody to fight. You know what I'm saying? That loudmouth, that's how Europe is. They don't just believe that their conflicts is about them. They believe that their conflicts is about the world and God. And they need to bring everybody in. I'm going to drink on that one. I don't think y'all heard me. Right? Because y'all, I mean, maybe it ain't snapping to y'all. Check this out. Please understand. If you have children between the ages of 10 and 20 right now, right? Especially boys. They need warriors. They need soldiers when these type of wars go down. See, because they ain't going to move to the highly technological type war yet, because now I'm about to break that down for you, right? I keep telling y'all, the jobs that exist for y'all will not exist for y'all children. So we need to teach our children major hustle. We need to teach our children how to go into business for themselves. We need to teach our children skills that can be translated into dough. Right? They need to learn how to use their hands, and they need to learn how to use computers. They need to learn how to put computers together. They need to learn how to take them apart. They need to learn how to make EMPs too. Let me tell you why. Now, the job of the middle class has historically been to separate the rich class from the wretchedly poor. Not just the wretchedly poor, which most of us are. We just don't realize it. Right? Now, what happens when all of the middle class is shrinking and they're becoming wretchedly poor too? Who's going to protect the wealthy? Y'all thinking? That's right. Robots. Robots. Now, if you don't believe me, go to Boston Mechanics. They got robots now that will blow your mind. They got drones that they could fly through a city. They could pick up on your cell phone signal and murder you. I'm just being honest. But all right, let's move on. Steve King is a racist, but he merely followed his leader, Donald Trump. So, of course, right now is open season, and you can say almost anything you want in Washington, right? You know, the great pumpkin is ruling. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Say what you want. And I love it because it gives the opportunity to see who are our allies and who are not. You know what I'm saying? Because the one thing I've been consistent about is that a lot of our enemies are very open, and I love that. I love honesty. You know what I'm saying? I hate being surrounded by people that will sneak stab you in the back. But as a people, we're surrounded by sneak stabbers. All right, Top Marine, new photo sharing scandal shows we got to change. So in the Marines, an elite fighting force who have been taught to rush up onto beaches and catch bullets, because that's basically what they do. Be mad at me if you want. Be mad at me. Marines are designed to take beaches. So the Marines, a group of individuals who are trained to run under commands and hold them commands dear and close to their heart and rush into gunfire. A group of testosterone-driven men have the audacity to have naked pictures of women. Are you surprised? Is it just me? Are you surprised? Are you surprised that the Marines, right, got naked photos of women all over. And I mean, so the Marines all of a sudden, because of the internet and they spreading it through the internet, all of a sudden the Marines have to change. Good luck. All right. I'm just saying good luck. All right. Next. Snowstorm shifts from New York City. Millions still under blizzard warning. How come we don't get none of them blizzards up here in Ohio? I mean, the whole damn blizzard just, I mean, we just get the tear. We ain't even get the tear. We got the sheddings of the storm. You know what I'm saying? New York, they get the close down. We ain't even get the close down. Not once this year. Did we close down at all this year? Man. All right, U.S. hate crimes up 20% since 2016 election. I'm surprised. I'm shocked. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. All right. Then I'm gonna read this, and then we get into our into the story, because it's almost at the half hour. Follow link, Facebook. Stop playing with me. All right, 8 things every person should do when they wake up. Some of these I agree with, some I don't, but check it out. Get a healthy 7 hours of sleep. Prayer and meditation to facilitate clarity and abundance. A hard physical activity. Consume about 30 grams of protein. I can challenge that one. Take a cold shower. That shit works. That if you have any doubts about a cold shower being able to motivate you in the morning, take it from me. It works. It works. Listen to uplifting content. I ain't talking about looking at your friend Pookie's timeline, right? And see what they did last night. Read something uplifting, something geared towards getting you ready for a successful day. One of the things I was talking about in Umoja as well as Kujichagulia is being able to guard our minds. We have to start guarding our minds. We got to be really wary about what we put into our minds or allow into our minds. Because the things that are in our minds, right, shape our lives. And a lot of us got a lot of garbage in there that we just allowed in because we're not really using the conscious mind in the way it's supposed to. The conscious mind is supposed to be aware and be looking around and be securing the subconscious mind. Because if you allow stuff into the subconscious mind, right, unawares, it's going to grow. And when it grows, it's going to tear your ass up. So you got to be really conscious about what goes into your mind. And you have to be purposeful about some of the stuff that you put in your mind, especially at the start of the day. Okay? Let's do that. That's like, that's why I get up and I say, great Ujima, great Kujichagulia. You know what I'm saying? I toast every day. I'm trying to let y'all know. I'm trying to set the pattern so that y'all see I'm not just talking. I'm living this. Right? I'm living this. I got my flaws. You know what I'm saying? But I'm living this. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't say not to make mistakes. I just got done talking to you about Goku. I get stronger from every mistake I make. All right. Review your life vision. Every day. Every day. Your life is valuable enough for you to review it. Stop living your life on accident, damn it. Start living your life on purpose. Because you're worthy. You're worthy. You're worthy to think about the things that you want out of life. Trust me. You are. You deserve everything that your heart desires. Well, not all that. I see some of your hearts out there. Not all that. But some of that. Right? Some of that. Because some of y'all nasty. Right? But what I mean is your life is worthy of your review. Take time to go over your life every day. That's number 8. That is an article that was in the Huffington Post. 8 things every person should do before 8 a.m. Now, as I promised, we will now get into the folktale. Great Coochie Chocolate to you. For those who don't know, Coochie Chocolate means self-determination, defining things for ourselves. And we're going to definitely define this folktale and break it down. The name of the folktale today is The Wolf and the Goat. Let me post up the number again for some of the new people that's coming in. Wrong one. Posting up the number 614-556-4535. Once again, that is 614-556-4535. Feel free to call in and join me in a discussion as we break it on down. Break it on down. Break it on down. All right. Let me make sure my speaker mic is still working. The lines are open. Yeah. Uh-oh. I've been joined by somebody, but they got the wrong picture. So either way, it's either my cousin or my brother. Which one is it? Somebody on the line?
It's your brother.
Oh, what's up? We going by code name?
It's your brother.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right, brother. So, the story is The Wolf and the Goat. A wolf saw a goat feeding at the summit of a steep precipice, where he had no chance of reaching her. He called to her and earnestly begged her to come lower down, lest she fall by some mishap. And he added that the meadows lay where he was standing, and that the herbage was most tender. She replied, "No, my friend, it is not for the pasture that you invite me, but for yourself, who are in want of food." All right. Hold on. Because this one is one of those because it's so simple, we'll miss the message for ourselves. Now, let me tell you why we call this wisdom mining. When we look at these folk tales, when we look at these proverbs, we call it wisdom mining for this fact. Sometime when you're mining, you might be moving past a rock and you might be throwing the rocks to the side and not even knowing, because you didn't take the time to break that rock down, that some of the gold that you was looking for was in them rocks. Right? Sometimes our ancestors' wisdom come across so simply that we think we get it right away. I want y'all to understand. I want you to look deeper into this story, because some of y'all missed the whole lesson of this story. You got two major characters in the story. You have a wolf and you have a goat. You have a predator and you have a prey. Now, the predator is hungry. The predator is always hungry. See, and I want to give, and this is one of the lessons in that, right? Family, we got to get back, and I don't want this to sound like, we got to get back to our predatory ways. As human beings, we were predators. We were not just herbivores. We ate herbs and stuff on the side, but we was predators. We was hunting down bears. We was hunting buffalo. We was hunting. And a lot of us, we lost the edge because we no longer allow ourselves to get hungry. As soon as we get a little hunger pain, we think that we got to feel it. No. We got to stay hungry. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good for you to stay hungry. Sometimes it's good for your soul for you to be hungry. Why? Because in that hunger and you fighting that pain, it makes you stronger. It makes you more observant. It makes you quicker. It's hard to take advantage of somebody that's hungry. It's hard to beat somebody that's hungry. And a lot of us have lost our hunger because we allow ourselves to constantly stuff ourselves. This predator is hungry. He might have just ate an hour ago, but he looking up and he see this goat. And that goat looks so good. I want to eat that goat. I got to get that goat. Hey, goat. Why don't you come down here before you hurt yourself? You know, I'm only looking out for your best interest. I'm only looking out for your best interest. Right? That's what the predator is supposed to say. Family. Now, it's always good to know what position you're playing in life. Hey, brother. Brother. You still there? Feel free to chime in when you want to. Anybody else out there? 614-556-4535.
Yes, sir.
Be sure to chime in when you want to. You ain't got to wait because you know how I am. You know what I'm saying? If you picked up something in the story, I'll read it again one more time before I go into my whole piece. Fam, this is our show. This is time for us to discuss. It's time for us to disagree. It's time for us to bump heads. It's time for us to find the symbols. It's time for you to get the message. You can't get the message if you're not doing the work. You got to work. You got to be hungry. Like this wolf looking up at that. Ooh, goat look good. All right, now, a wolf saw a goat feeding at the summit of a steep precipice where he had no chance of reaching her. He called to her and earnestly begged her to come lower down, lest she fall or by some mishap. And he added that the meadows lay where he was standing, and that the herbage was most tender. She replied, "No, my friend, it is not for the pastor that you invite me, but for yourself, who are in want of food." All right, now I just told y'all need to stay hungry. Now, let's go on. So we're going to look at this from two angles. We're going to look at it from the wolf's angle, who's doing what he's supposed to do. We're going to look at it from the goat's angle, who's doing what they're supposed to do. Right? Now, the wolf can't get to the goat. Why can't the wolf get to the goat? The wolf can't get to the goat because the goat is doing what the goat was designed to do. Goats are designed to climb. Goats are designed to be up on high things. Goats are designed to be standing over the precipice and looking down at danger. That's what goats do. Goats are eating the rough stuff in between the rocks because it's safe for them there, because the wolves and the mountain lions might be able to get them, but the wolves can't because they can hear them coming from a mile away. So the goat is doing what it's supposed to do. In order for the wolf to beat the goat, in order for the wolf to eat the wolf has to convince the goat to come down to where he is. Family, how many of us have had the higher ground and been talked into giving it up? How many of us have been in a situation where we gave up where we were? We gave up what we mastered and came down to play with the predator because the predator hit us with sweet words. A lot of us get fooled by sweet words. A lot of us get tricked by sweet words. You know what I'm saying? And we need to really start learning how to notice the difference. In the African openings to the Tree of Life, they say you need to learn to distinguish the difference between a gift and a bribe. You need to learn to distinguish the difference between a gift and a bribe. You need to learn to distinguish the difference between true sincerity and a liar. this wolf is trying to eat, y'all. That's all the wolf want to do. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the wolf, right? But let's look at this. Let's look at this goat. The goats are designed to be in a rough area. The goat is designed to survive in a rough area. The goat is designed to do what the goat is doing right now. And this goat is successful. But this wolf is trying to convince him that he's not. Especially women. My sisters out there, please listen. This is part of the game. Listen. Please catch the message. Because I can't give up the game because the brothers will murder me. They'll kill me because I'm giving up the game. Right? A lot of y'all are goats. Sitting on the mountaintop. Listening to the wolf talk you down from the hill. Stay on the hill. Right? Some of you are good at what you do. But you're listening to wolves who are jealous of what you got, or they want what you got, and they're trying to talk you into coming down off the mountain. Don't come down off the mountain. That's where you're safe. You're safe where you're a master. See, this is what we lost in our culture. Mastery. Right? We allow mastery to be replaced by, proficiency. Right? Mastery requires years of training. Proficiency you could get within 20 days. I did the experiment. I taught myself how to juggle in 20 days. I'm not a master juggler. I'm proficient at juggling. But I sat and every day I dedicated a couple of minutes to juggling, and now I could juggle because I was able to do it, and I'm proficient at juggling, but I'm far from a master. Many of us have confused being proficient at something with being a master, right? And because we don't understand what true mastery are, we're not high enough in the mountains to protect ourselves from the predator. A lot of y'all looking right at the wolf at eye level. You standing on the rock thinking that you the master climbing when you just on the rock, looking at the wolf in his eyes. And the wolf gonna do what he do. As one of my brothers told me, he used the bear. He said, bear gotta eat. Wolf gotta eat. A lot of y'all surrendering yourself to the wolf because you are bringing yourself to the wolf's level. I often fall into this in arguments and when I'm discussing with people, right? See, because this is a common trick in debating, right? You get somebody to come off of their higher ground so that you could destroy them when they come to your arena. This is what boxers do. I got to get you to fight my fight. This is what MCs do. I got to get you to do if we're going to rhyme battle, I'm going to make you battle in the style that I'm the best at. Right? It's called strategy. The wolf, let's get to the wolf now. The wolf is practicing strategy. The wolf know that he can't compete with that goat. So what is the wolf using? The wolf is using the major weapon of a warrior. And what is that? His mind. We can look at the wolf and be like, oh, you evil bastard. But the wolf is just doing what a wolf do. Why get mad at a wolf for being a wolf? The wolf needs to eat. And he trying to get that goat down. And he using the things that the goat likes to get the goat to come down. Oh, man, dude. The pasture down here, the meadow down here is just, oh, beautiful. Oh, it is lovely. Oh, and the herbs. Woo! Bring your ass down here. Come on. Get some of these herbs so I can flavor you up. I mean, so you could be healthy. You understand what I'm saying? Fam. ASAP. See, and I need y'all to understand this because I got some new people listening. I got YouTube. Some people on YouTube. I don't know how many people on YouTube right now. You know what I'm saying? But let's see. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. But it's cool. It's the beginning. It's the beginning. Listen. So, family, do what you're good at and seek mastery. Please. All right, I got a message from Real Fake Media. Peace, cousin. I want to know that you are loved and appreciated and needed. King, personally salute you, beloved. Keep those polished Jews in motion. Live on LAF. You already know that, man. I can't do nothing else. What else can I do? If I was working at a convenience store, I'd be talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do, family. Listen, a lot of us, see, because a lot of y'all that's in my generation, we fell for the okie doke. What do you mean, Brother Haatim? We were convinced that money would bring us happiness, so our families got us ready for college and sent us off to college, not to pursue what we was good at, but to pursue the money. And we can't allow our children to fall into that trap. Why? Because we see what just getting money does to people. I had a sister on YouTube. She said, Brother Haatim, why you never got married? And I see you not scared of making money now. And I said, well, sis, I've been married for 8 years now. And I was never afraid of making money. I was afraid of what I would do to get the money and what I would become in pursuit of it. But now that I know me, now that I'm comfortable with me, I don't mind exchanging my skills for some dough. When I was young, because I was convinced that money was what I was supposed to get, I had to really monitor myself because it was deep in here. Like I told you, you gotta control what you get in your mind. This wolf was trying to get into that goat's mind. Real Fake Media, Uncle Haatim gye-nyame. This is Lord Tomorrow. What's up, Lord? And I'm watching you with my dad too on Facebook. I love you. Thank you for the. Oh man, now I gotta stop cussing. All right, I'm gonna stop cussing. Damn it. All right, Lord. Hey, I seen you doing the mathematics, man. Stay on it. Get him into Vedic math. Pick up some Vedic math, brother. All right. Big Man Banks, long time no see. Shots out. You know what I'm saying? Shots out. Dang, Vedic math. Vedic math. It'll change your life. All right. Now, so let's keep it moving. So now, we looked at the goat for a minute. So the goat's lesson is do what you're good at. Become a master. The goat is a master. And the goat is where the goat is supposed to be. If you're going to fight on your battlefield. If you're going to go to war on your terms. Use your mind. See, because think about this. Because the wolf is doing the same thing. The wolf is like, I can't get that. Ooh, I want some goat. Ooh, the wolf is using the only tool that he got. His mind. And that's a lesson for us, y'all. Back to what I was about to say back then. Aesop, these stories were not created for kids. We think they were for kids, so we just dismissed them. No, these stories were constructed for adults to teach you about life. To teach us about life. A lot of these lessons, a lot of us missed. We missed, right? I remember when I was younger, man. I was just stupid. When I was in high school, man, I would run up into people's houses to fight them. They wanted to fight. I used to do so much. And I had an older dude pull me to the side one time and be like, "Little bro, you don't never run in nobody's house to fight." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because he know where everything is." Big Les says, Miss Leslie Davis says, get skills, money will come. Give to get. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. And we broke that cycle in our community. So right now we trying to get. So we got to have the cycle. We trying to get. Right? A lot of us, we've been taught that we just supposed to get. But we got to give. One of the things that I keep trying to tell people. I started what I'm doing right now, all the way from the beginning of my career, by volunteering. I walked into a place. I saw a job that I wanted. They call it an outreach, an outreach specialist. I was going to Ohio State. I walked in, and this outreach specialist at Huckleberry House. I said, man, I want that job. I decided to make myself indispensable. Guess who had that job in less than 3.5 months? Not even that long, because I couldn't even afford to volunteer, but I did. I went to a place called APDS one day, and they was doing a workshop on rites of passage, and they was training, and I said, I want to be a rites of passage trainer. I could do that. Guess what I got? Because I volunteered. You master your skills, you're going to get paid. You master your skills, you live righteous, you're going to get paid. Think about this. Today is self-determination. Tomorrow's collective work and responsibility. Righteousness is part of that. When you start doing what you're supposed to be doing and you're righteous to people, righteous. You know what I'm saying? Righteous. People are always going to look out for you. Of course, you're going to find a couple of bad apples. But you always, because honorable people love honorable people. When I'm a nice dude, right? I try to surround myself with other nice dudes. You know why? Because if I surround myself with snakes, I'm going to get ate up because they want what I got. So I need somebody to watch my back. I need somebody like me. I need somebody who understands honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. I need somebody to understand their place and learn to master their place. So then after they master their place, then we could talk about moving up. Because if you become a master of what you do, and I become a master of what I do, when I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. You know what I'm saying? That's how we supposed to be doing it. No, but we moving like I move. I want your position. I move. Fuck everybody else. I advanced, right? So we got people who will come to organizations, and I know I'm kind of off, but I'm gonna bring it back. We got people who belong to organizations that are more concerned about their advancement rather than the advancement of the group, which I'm gonna get into tomorrow because culture cures. Angela Mateen, what's up? I just poured libations for Jeremiah this morning. Man, listen, Brother Haatim, I remember your being at the Huckleberry House, and self-determined brought you to where you are today. Thanks for being the change you wish to see in the world. That's all I'm trying to be. That's it. That's it. Y'all want to help me out? Like and share. Share on Facebook. I'm trying to have a podcast. I'm trying to compete out there with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a bunch of people right now. It's some naked girl on Facebook just staring at the camera right now with 1,000 people watching. God damn it, I'm sitting up here, I'm dropping jewels, and I can't, but I'm satisfied. Because it's all about the quality, not the quantity. But I would like some quantity, goddamn it. I'm just being honest with you. And I'm sorry, Lord, I'm trying, your uncle is trying, I've been cussing a long time, brother. I was cussing when your father was young. I'm trying. Shouts out to Ernie Gardner. Shouts out. Right? Let me see. So let's get back to this. Let's get back to this wolf. Because we need to break down these wolf characteristics. Because a lot of people right now, I want to talk about something real quick. And I think it's important that a lot of us realize this, right? A lot of motivational aims. Let's just talk. Everybody talk about the benefits of being a predator. The wolf is a bad motherfucker, y'all. Listen. The wolf is cold. Cold-blooded. The lion is cold. The tiger is bad. Right? And we get to see them take all these animals down, and you know what I'm saying? And they're the best hunters in the world, but I got a question. If they so good, why is there so many other animals? You know what we miss out on? We miss out on the fact that these lions, tigers, and bears be getting fucked up by some of these prey. Some of these animals that's called prey. Let a wolf run up on the wrong goat. Uh-oh. Is somebody on or somebody hung up? Oh, man, chase my brother off. Man. All right, I'm sorry. Probably too much cussing. Listen, family. We never talk about how a majority of the hunts that the predators go on, they miss. A majority of the hunts that predators go on, they miss. Now, if the predators had the mind state that we have, like if this wolf had the mind state that many of us have, he would walk away and be like, I'm not a good hunter. I give up. Life is not fair. God always made it so that the ghost is on the damn top of the mountain and I can't never get none. No. See, what predators teach us is persistence. Persistence. See, when you hungry, you persistent because you're going to get that meal. That's why we say hustle builds muscle. We hustle. Where I'm from, we hustle from the heart, not from the stomach. See, a lot of y'all out here, and I hope some of y'all, a lot of y'all out here is hustling from your stomach and you're not hustling from your heart. A predator hunts from his heart. A true hunt from the heart. You want change in your life? Start hustling from your heart. When you hustle from your stomach, once you get a meal, you settle down. When you hustle from your stomach, you get a meal. You going to sleep. You settle down. When you hustling from your heart, baby, it's a whole different thing. I'm going to get another meal. I might have missed 15 today, but I got one. Right? I missed 13 tomorrow. I'm getting better. I'm getting stronger. I'm getting quicker. Right? Somebody just called in on the line. Once again, everybody call in. When you call in, speak up, or you'll never get an opportunity. Because I'm surprised Brother Shock ain't called in, or Brother D, because you know everybody know the rules, right now. So we got about 3 minutes. Huh? Hey, you gonna say something? You want to say something? All right. Oh man, my clock wrong. All right, so y'all, I must go because I have
No,
to.
sir.
Huh?
This was returning.
Oh, okay. Thank you for coming back. But let me say this. I hope y'all got something. Now, the name of the story, so you can look it up yourself, is The Wolf and the Goat. I would suggest that you get some Aesop fables and really start breaking them down, because one of the things about our ancestors' wisdom is that they layered. What do I mean? This means that as a child, when you hear the story, you hear it in a certain way. As a teenager, you hear the story in a certain way. As a young adult, you hear the story in a certain way. As a middle-aged adult, you hear the story in a certain way. And as an elder, you hear it in a certain way. Or, depending on your experience level, you hear the story in a different way. So, our ancestors told stories that we could tell to the babies as well as to adults and make sure the lesson get taught. So I hope in some form or fashion I was able to grant you a lesson, because I just saved myself a whole hour by broadcasting live on YouTube, because the video will be available here. This one will be floating on Facebook, and then I'm about to podcast it on Spreaker. I'm not playing with this, y'all. I'm not playing with this. I got a building to buy. I got land to purchase. And I'm sipping on some ambrosia. That hot, refreshing drink. Because I like mine warm. Now, so I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to wish you all a great night. And when you wake up in the morning, if you're on the Nguza Saba challenge, the first thing you say is great Ujima. And tomorrow, catch my morning cat because I got to get up early. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to do some pre-production stuff tonight. We're gonna be talking about Ujima. My cheat sheet, got my cheat sheet here. It's collective working responsibility. For the M7, it's respect. For those that don't know what the M7 is, that's the Millennium 7. That's the principal system that we use at the school. Is the law of vibration. I also had a male and female name. I keep forgetting to look that up. I was busy all day. I didn't get a chance to look that up for you. And also the meiotic principle for tomorrow's righteousness. And the thing that I'm going to be going on tomorrow, outside of the proverb, because the weekly proverb is right practice is true knowing. So I'm going to keep it within that theme. And then also, but I'm bringing it within culture cures. And I'm going to tie it all in with the principle of the day. I'm not playing with this. I'm not playing with this. And I want y'all to understand some of the stuff that's been happening with me in my personal life since I started doing this, y'all. I want y'all to understand. Listen, the Creator and the ancestors are no joke. I have been blessed. I have been blessed. And this gave me the ability to notice the blessings that I've been overlooking. And I'm telling you, do the same for you. So, hey, we're going to keep on building. Tomorrow night, we doing tribal quotes. That's the most popular show. We got 3 proverbs coming. We're going to break them down. We're going to chop them up. We're going to splice and dice. And we are going to get the wisdom up out of them. And we're going to talk about what's going on with us in our lives. Because these principles and these stories are no good if we cannot align them with what's going on in our life today. Right now, the great pumpkin is looking at you on your mountain like, hey, why don't you come down here and get some of this Trump care? Hey, you ladies better stay up on the rock because you know you like to grab things. I'm sorry. You know, my favorite holiday now is Halloween because the great pumpkin never show up. Hey, it's been great. It's been great. I toast every last one of you. I'll be toasting with some of y'all in the morning because I'm up at 3:30, y'all. It take me about 2 hours to get all this video together, and I put it together for you. I'm struggling. I'm trying to make sure y'all got what y'all need to keep you motivated. If you don't do nothing but click on it for a second, I'm grateful. Right? I'm saying thank you. Also check out my... God damn it. The podcast done froze on me, y'all. What good is... Ah! Alright, but it's cool. This is Brother Haatim. I love each and every last one of y'all. Thank you very much for your time and your patience. Thank you for joining. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for joining me on Facebook. Thank you for stopping in on YouTube. Maybe one day we'll get Periscope working right. We'll do that too. But yo, I want to say peace. Have a great night. And have a great Kuji Chagalia moving to Njima. Peace. My sound effects ain't working or nothing. Kind of shit. Damn. I'm pissed off. All right, Facebook, I'm out, y'all. Let me see. Let me hang up the line. In conference. All right, YouTube. It was a pleasure. Our first stream together. Streaming together. I'm sorry for the quality. I'm going to get a better camera. I promise. All right. Streaming together. With some ambrosia in my hand. Peace out, fam.